I've been grappling this week with the idea of letting go versus giving up. And for some reason, it kept coming to my mind about Yosef and Mitzrayim in the jail and him telling the butler to tell Pari that he was in jail and he could tell dreams, and and his reliance on the butler caused him to have another 3 years in jail because Hashem wanted him to rely only on him. Kept coming up in my mind as I'm grappling between this whole idea, like what do I need to do? Do I need to do any action, or do I really just let go? And I asked the question on Instagram, what's the difference between letting go and giving up? And people had such incredible responses. At the core of it, technically surface level, it may look the exact same, right? It may look like a child is not listening to the parent, and the parent, after putting the set boundary, walks away. The child just refused to listen. And the parent is letting go versus giving up. Oh, I had enough of you, bye. It looks almost the exact same, but underlying is a very different energy. The process within ourselves is also very different between the two of them. Giving up is, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of what I desire, so I give up, like I'm a victim. Versus letting go, I've got to peel away at those layers, at all those parts of me that say that I'm not worthy of having this. The pains, all those pains that we've built up over time, whether it's shame, whether, right, that we're not really, for some reason, we still don't, we're not, the world wasn't created for us, it's, you don't deserve everything you want, all those kind of things, as well as you keep peeling away at these things. And when you do, now you could be in a state of peace. So the result is very different because you're letting go. And so it's vulnerable, and you have to rely on something bigger than you to take care of you. And you've let go of control, which is very scary. It's like free falling off a roller coaster. And you have to rely that something is going to catch you, but you could enjoy the ride. Versus giving up is a deep, just deadness, not really living. It's deep emotions versus a numbness or an addiction or any of those other things. And this week, a letter came to my WhatsApp exactly on this topic of Yosef. I get daily letters from the Rebbe, and the Rebbe asks, Yosef had to make a vessel. So why is he punished with 3 additional years? Because he made himself a vessel by telling the butler to tell Pari about him. Like, don't we need to make a vessel? And the Rebbe says that Yosef is from a very different space than even the Avos or other special people in history. Avos was Yosef was from a space where he shouldn't have made a vessel. Because he's the idea of Malchus. The idea of getting his energy from a space above the world. So it's a real deep letting go and letting Hashem come in. And yes, the Rebbe ends off that he didn't have to tell the butler, because that was the whole point. The butler was in jail, I think the butler or the cook, because he was supposed to be the one to tell Pari about Yosef. That's the whole reason he went to jail. But where's the core reliance? And that's ultimately the thing. Sometimes it's really weird how we're going about the things that we do. It might look the exact same, but are we going about it because we're relying on that thing, or we know it's going to be taken care of and something internally tells us this is the channel to do it through? I want to bless all of you this week with this energy of Hanukkah, miracles, Yosef, to be able to let go and experience true deep inner peace and truly be able to dance as if the results are ready to the most beyond your expectation level, and have the ability to let go and experience that miracle or those miracles in your life. Have a beautiful, enjoyable, pleasurable, filled week.